Alright, yo, what's up everyone, it's Casey with casinatortrades. In this video we're doing some profit firm updates, and yeah, so let's get right into it. So we got some big updates with MyFundedFutures and Topstep and some other stuff. And yeah, so right here, MyFundedFutures, if you guys didn't know, they had a flex plan. They came out with it like around 2 weeks ago with the 50k, but if you guys didn't know, they came out with a 25k account. So they don't have a 25k account for the other plans, but they have a 25k for the flex account. And right here they added a big promotion right here. So right here, $49 if you're a first-time user with MyFundedFutures, so you can get a one-time use 25k flex account, no activation fee for $49, which is a really good deal. And then if you're an existing user, it's $77, so a nice little discount for y'all. And yeah, so let's talk about the flex plan. So the flex plan is basically like the core plan. If you guys didn't know, the MyFundedFutures core plan was like a really good plan, and they got rid of it and they added the flex plan. And the flex plan is basically like the core plan, just a little better and a little more expensive, but it is has some nice benefits. So we're gonna talk about that right here. Alright guys, so for the flex account, all you need is 5 winning days of $100 or more for the 25k account, and 5 winning days of $150 or more for the 50k account to request 50% of your profit balance. So for example, if you have a $2,000 profit balance overall at the time of request for the 25k account, and you have 5 winning days of $100 or more, you can request $1,000 per account. You can have up to 5 accounts, 500 accounts for the 25k or the 50k account, 500 accounts, which is pretty nice. So for the flex plan, if you guys didn't know, MyFundedFutures had the core plan, which was a really good plan, and a lot of people loved it. It was like $77, no activation fee for the 50k account. And so the flex plan is basically like the core plan. You just need 5 winning days, and you can request 50% of your balance. So it's basically like the same thing, but you can have bigger payout caps, and you can have an instant funded account if you pass the same day. So like, let's say you pass on a Monday, like you hit the profit target and all that, and you're under the 50% consistency rule, you can activate it same day right away, and you can trade your funded account that same day, which is pretty nice. So right there, so the flex plan is basically like the core plan. Like I said, no activation fee, 5 winning days, you can request 50% of your balance. There's a $3,000 payout cap per account per request on the 25k account, which is like pretty much the biggest I've seen for a 25k account. The 50k is $5,000 cap per account per request. So, you know, if you guys have 5 accounts, you can request up to a $15,000 payout with a 25k account, which is pretty insane. After the fees, you get 12 grand. It's an 80-20 profit split. And yeah, so let's go over the evaluation rules. So right here, the profit target for the 25k account is $1,500. And there's a 50% consistency rule. That's pretty much all the rules. You have 3 contracts max to work with, 10 micros, or I mean 30 micros or 3 minis basically. And it's an end of day drawdown update, which is very nice. I like that. And you have a $1,000 drawdown. So basically the rules is hit a profit target of $1,500 for the 25k account. The 50k is $3,000, and just be under a 50% consistency rule. People ask, what is a consistency rule? So $1,500, divide that by 2, so 50%. The max you can make in a day is $750. If you make more than $750, you just have to make a higher profit target, which I try not to do. So I always try to stay under that $750 if you're trying to get on the 25k account. So for the funded rules right here, your max drawdown is $1,000, same thing. Max position is 3 contracts. Micro scaling 10-1, so you can have 10 micros per 1 mini. There is no consistency rule, but there's a scaling rule, so you can only start with like a smaller size when you first get to the funded account, and then when you get grow a bigger account balance, then you can start trading up to the 3 contracts. And right here for the payout rules, you just need 5 winning days of $100 or more. They do not need to be consecutive. Minimum payout is $250. Max payout request is like I said, this is the biggest payout cap I've seen for a 25k account, is $3,000 per account, and your requestable profit of 50%. So what does that mean? Let's say on the time of your payout, you got 5 winning days of $100 or more, and let's say you have a $4,000 balance. You can request up to 50% of that. So you can request $2,000 per account per request. So if you request a $2,000 payout after the fees, you get $1,600. So pretty simple, quick math like that. Flex plan, like I said, if you're a brand new user, $49, really cheap, all in price, no activation fee, and then $77. No activation fee for existing users, and the 50k account is also nice. And on the rapid plan, so this rapid plan, like a quick overview, it's you can have payouts on day 1 of the funded account. Same thing, 50% consistency rule, but it's a trailing drawdown account, but you can have payouts on day 1. So but once you hit the buffer, so for the 50k account is $2,100, the trailing drawdown stops, and you can't let your account hit $100. And then yeah, you can request anything above $2,100, $500 minimum payout on the rapid accounts. So it's trailing drawdown, but you can have payouts on day one with the rapid plan, which is nice. And they also have 20% off on that. The pro plan is like for people that want bigger payouts, and then if you want to pass in one day, they have a free add-on right here. If you want to pass in one day, they're basically if you want to have bigger payouts and more freedom, you get paid out every 2 weeks. There's no consistency rule in any of the accounts, and there's no activation fee. That's why I really love MyFundedFutures, and they also pay out extremely fast. So they have 30% off with the pro plan. If you're a new user, you have a one-time use 50% off with the pro plan, which is nice. And yeah, so all around really good plans. I really love MyFundedFutures. Great firm. They pay out really quick, always reliable, and yeah, they pay out very nice. So pretty good on that. I like that. So right here on 25K account, like I said, really good price. The flex plans are really nice, and yeah, so pretty awesome. Nice update with MyFundedFutures. All right, if you guys didn't know, Topstep changes their live account program quite a bit, and not in a good way. So it's affecting a lot of traders and affecting a lot of their big account balances, and a lot of traders are losing out on a lot of their profits that they earned and worked hard for. So if you guys didn't know, Topstep has been making a lot of big changes recently, like a lot of them, and not in a good way in my opinion. Like a lot of bad like changes right here recently. So if you guys didn't know, Topstep had like their bad like Topstep ProjectX outages and bad customer support during that time. People blowing their accounts and some not getting restored and all that. People got hedging emails and their accounts are getting banned and closed out. All their accounts for accusations of hedging. People they increased their prices overnight, $20 per account, which is a lot. You know, that's over 20% on the 50K account. They restricted the metals heavy quite a bit, and now they completely changed their live account. What's going on with Topstep? I don't know what's going on. They were like the top dog, like best firm out there. OG, been out for over 10 years. Like 15, 16 years, I think, since 2010. And now they've been doing a lot of big changes in a bad way, and their reviews on Trustpilot are also getting a lot of bad negative reviews, and a lot of people are upset over X and other platforms, and a lot of people are switching over to other prop firms because of that. So if you guys didn't know, Topstep, so the big change is now you can only have 20% of your account balance. So Topstep before had, and this is a retroactive rule change if you actually have like XFA funded accounts like in a simulated environment. I don't think this changes if you're in a live environment, which is great, but I think this retroactively changes into you if you're in an XFA, which sucks. So this is bad for y'all. So right here, if you guys didn't know, Topstep had a decent good like live program. They actually had like a good one. You could have up to $150,000 in your 150K live account. So that was like really good, right? And a lot of people like that. Like you, for a 50K account, you could have start with a $50,000 live account balance. Crazy. And you could have like take 50% of your balance after like 5 winning days. Really good. But now they changed it drastically. So right here, now you can only have 20% of your starting balance. So let's say you start with a 10K live account. Like from like all your accounts total, you can only start with $2,000 to trade with basically. And so for the 50K, you can have max starting 10K. The 100K is max 20K, and the max for the 150K is starting $30,000 balance. So that 20% is you can only allowed to trade with, and you have to trade by the rules and all of that. And guess what? The worst part is that 80% is in reserve, and if you blow your live account, they forfeit all the profits of that 80% that you earned and worked for, and it's boom, gone, vanished, like nothing happened. So really like bad changes right here. Honestly, I'm not really liking these changes. And also with the live program, I think they have a intraday trailing drawdown on the live account. Trailing drawdown on the live account is what firm does that? Firms do that on the funded accounts, on the simulated accounts, and all that. We know about that, but on a live account, I have never heard of trailing drawdown on a live account. So right here, Michael Talk right here is saying clarity around all the internet confusion, blah, 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 blah. But I think it's pretty messed up how this is retroactively going against traders who already have XFAs. So like people are already getting moved to live early after like 1 or 2 payouts, and they're getting capped at that 20% of their starting balance. So trader, this is like retroactively going against you. So I don't really like this as well. This should be for new XFA purchases and like going forward right here. So like pretty messed up right here to change the rules for anyone that currently has XFAs or purchased evals, because you already bought them under the old rules and other old live account program, and you already bought them with that product, right? And now they're retroactively changing it for you guys that are running up your account balances like nothing happened. So the new live rules should only be for new purchases, which I completely agree. It should be for new purchases and not retroactively. So if you guys like have like say you have like $20,000 per account and you get moved to live, you can only trade 20% of that instead of having that full amount into the live account, which is a big cap on you, and it really like puts you down and like limits you for your trading. But the worst part is right here, guys, daily loss limit. Trader may not hit or exceed the daily loss limit as described here while trading. The daily loss limit is calculated intraday on both realized and unrealized net P&L. If you guys don't know, trailing drawdown is the worst. It's the worst to trade with. It sucks. It works against you. It's basically designed to make you fail. I trade with like that with like TakeProfitTrader. It's hard to do, but you definitely could get around it. It's just definitely a lot harder to trade. It's harder to let your winning trades run. But the problem is, I have never heard of any firm having an intraday trailing drawdown on a live account. Who puts that on a live account? It really handicaps you guys. And like people are saying, like going to live should be a privilege and something that you should look forward to. But now traders are completely not wanting to go to live, especially with Topstep. The other firms have good that have been switching around have good live account applications going into it, because you can still have five funded accounts, copy traded, daily payouts, 9-10 profit split, and it's pretty good. I like that. But now you have a trailing drawdown on a live account, 20% cap. It's pretty bad. Their old live account was pretty good because you could have like if you had a 150K account, you could have up to $150,000 live account, get 5 winning days, request like a $75,000 payout, I think, and that was pretty damn good. So they had a good one, even though you could trade one account. But now with these recent changes, it's really bad. And right here, what happens if I lose my 20% starting balance? So if you start a balance, your live account, let's say you start with like $5,000, for example. If you blow that account, if your live fund account balance drops below 0, the account will be liquidated immediately, and the account will be closed at the end of the trading day. The remaining balance is in reserve, so that other 80% that you earned and worked for will be forfeited like nothing. So that's horrible. I really don't like that. So the live account balance being forfeited like that, and you can only start with 20%. It's pretty bad right here. And then right here, the reviews right here. A lot of people are upset. A lot of one-star reviews coming in right here. Right here, like, yeah, you guys can like pause and read all this. So Trustpilot is at 3.5 stars. A lot of one-star reviews are coming in. And like I said, they used to be a great, amazing firm, and a lot of people trade with them, and they were great. But now with all these recent changes, it's not looking good, honestly, in my opinion. It's not really looking good. And there's like a lot of like bad updates like going in the wrong way. And yeah, see, like right here, I was accused of hedging. Some people in my live stream said that they were accused of hedging and they got their accounts revoked and they can't trade with them anymore, and they lost all the profits. Like, and they didn't even hedge. Like, what the heck? See, I was accused of hedging. I do not hedge. Traded with them for over a year. Finally had 2 extra phase in profit and closed to payout. Same a lot of people who got this bogus email. So they got like an email saying that you were hedging and all that stuff. Right here, see another one hedging right here 5 hours ago. This is a complete bot. Dude, that looks like a complete bot. 5-star review. Yeah, see, false hedging. They denied their payouts. So a lot of people are getting their payouts denied. Price increases, getting accused of hedging their live accounts. A lot of big things to worry about. These are not looking good in Topstep, honestly. And then I'm like, I don't know. They're opening up a brokerage. Who's gonna put their own live real money and risk that and put it in a brand new live brokerage with all these bad things going on with Topstep right now? Would you guys put your hard-earned money in a brand new brokerage that you don't know, and they had like recent problems with Topstep X glitching out? Would you want your real funds getting glitched out in a live trade where you can't close it or something? You never know what could happen. It could allegedly happen. Anything could happen. I don't know. So a lot of big things going wrong in the direction with Topstep. I don't know what's going on, and it's not looking good, honestly, in my opinion. So that's the current update with Topstep. So really not the best. So they limited the live account. It apparently has trailing drawdown now, and if you lose that 20% starting balance, you blow the account. And people are getting their accounts banned by hedging, like, and they didn't even hedge ever before. Like, they're just like finding reasons to deny people's payouts. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Remember, guys, I've said this with numerous prop firms in the past. There's plenty of good prop firms out there. Like, seriously, like, there is plenty of good prop firms out there. MyFundedFutures, Topstep. MyFundedFutures, TakeProfitTrader, Tradeify, Lucid, TradeDay, good solid firms. And they pay out, they've been around a while, and they got good plans, and they're decently priced. So, you know what I'm saying? So, there's plenty of good options out there, guys. And remember, like I said, with other prop firms that shut down in the past, I'm not saying they're shutting down. I have no idea. But allegedly, with all these bad things coming in, it's not looking good. You know what I'm saying? Remember what I said with those prop firms that shut down in the past. If it smells like shit, it looks like shit, it's probably shit. And there's a lot of big bad things that just keep coming left and right. And I hate that it's retroactively rule changes for you guys, because I know people with like 20, 30 account balances on like 5 accounts, and now they're getting moved to live right away after like one payout. And now they have a 20% cap where they can trade and work with and earn. And if they blow that, they lose all their profit that they worked for. And a lot of people are getting their payouts denied. Yeah, see, look, moved to live account after one payout. One single payout. Yeah, there's a lot of not a good things coming in, so yeah, a lot of bad things. So that's the current update with Topstep. It sucks, it is what it is, but like I said, there's plenty of other really good firms out there. And yeah, so that's the current update with Topstep. Alright guys, that's it for this video. So pretty nice updates with MyFundedFutures. So they have a nice positive updates with their Flex account. They have a 25K account right there, and they have a nice discount going for you guys, especially if you're a first-time user. Using code Casinator, CASINATR, at any of the accounts will get you the best, deepest discount. So I appreciate y'all as always. And they added a nice discount for first-time users of $49 for the 25K account, which is really good, and $77 after that for existing users. So pretty nice updates with MyFundedFutures. Unfortunate news with Topstep with all these recent big updates in a bad way. A lot of people are upset. X going crazy. A lot of people are really upset. I'm not liking these rules, and it's not looking the best. So that's the current update with Topstep and MyFundedFutures. If you guys want to join our Discord, free Discord, link in my bio. Not a paid Discord, but we got a free Discord, link in my description. We have a nice community going right here. We have over 1,100 members now, so getting better one day at a time. Shout out to Silverman. Spend 30 minutes a day planning your trades, then get in front of the computer, and then use code Casey on your favorite platform. So shout out to Silverman, getting some nice payouts with Tradeify right here. So shout out to you, man. Awesome guy right here. And yeah, so if you guys want to join our Discord, free community Discord, we're growing one day at a time. You can chat, hang out, ask questions, get better, all that stuff. And yeah, so also guys, we're live streaming Monday through Friday for free at 9 a.m. PST start time on my YouTube channel every day, Monday through Friday. And yeah, so appreciate y'all as always. Thank you all for watching my videos. Keep on trading, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.